What's up, YouTube? How we doing? We good? Are we Bilbos or are we Bilbos? Who was on from this morning? Little 3 drives up on the high. I don't know if anyone went early on that M5 Sibi low. 3 drives up on the high. Never trade through a 3 drives. Illegal. It's illegal to do that. No, 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 no. Shit, no. So very, very nice. Well done, guys. If you took that. So if you read the daily plans today, this is what we were looking for. This MIP block. To come and drive out the lows. First port of call is going to be 50% on Friday the 15th. Wick. Why? Because we are bearish. That's why. Because we're looking for price to come and take out the RTH gap from yesterday, which ES took, which NQ diddy notty. And we are macro bearish. So price coming back up to fair value on the daily, lower quad on the H1 Sibi yesterday, back inside X level Prem. My mechanical TS model, which I broke down in this morning session up here. So change of state of delivery on that hourly. So now we're looking for order flow to support this continued bearish price action. And we have this mitigation block up on the high. So inside this mitigation block, lower time frame, M5 Sibi short, boom. So we traded it long this morning to get up to it. So engineered liquidity, sweet, MIT 62 model, up to our M5 short. And inside of here, you got my 3 drives model. So currently looking for it to get down to 50% this week. That's my low hanging fruit objective, which is down at 465. And then beyond that, we're looking at the daily volume imbalance. So those are my 2 targets for today on this bearish day that we're looking at. So if you're not in the short, unlucky, boo-boo, you missed the trade. That's how life works. But ultimately looking for NQ to come and clear out all of these laws. So these lows that we have down this low, so we've now got almost got a double divergence. No, we've now got double divergence. So these lows are going. So ultimately, I'm looking to come and clear out these lows that we have here. Could get a pullback, a continuation. So a quick look. Yeah, so all the way back down at this MWOG, which is obviously going to be a magnet as we lead into the back end of this week. Where's ES? ES is miles below that MWOG now, right? So just chopping either side of this MWOG as we consolidate. But ultimately, at the open, so if we go to this RTH gap from yesterday, right? So this gap here, we did not fill yesterday, whereas ES has filled this RTH gap. So what I'm looking for is at the open. Oh, why the fuck that's there? It's there. So at the open, I'll be looking to see where we are. Where we open up at the open, right? That's going to give us an RTH gap. So I can clear this crap now. We don't need it anymore, right? And if you want to update on this morning's trade, and it's the bias today, it's previous stream this morning on YouTube. So I'll be looking at where this opens up and then looking at the RTH gap and looking at the quads for a potential area where price could go short from. Also looking at the previous RTH range. One sec. Previous RTH range, that's Friday. Monday's a range. So when we're bearish, we're looking at the lower 25% to 50% of the previous RTH range to start looking to dial in our entries, right? So if we, and then also we can utilize the RTH gap when that opens up, depending if we open below it or up, or below it or above it. We'll have to wait and see. Geez. I had that set on Friday, Dodo. But if you see here, this is yesterday's previous RTH range, right? The previous day's RTH range. So price coming back up to 50% of previous day's RTH range when you're bearish. So right there and there are where you'd be looking for shorts. Well, obviously you're not going to go short inside of a deep discount, are you? That would be stupid. So this trade back up into premium M5 should be short, mitigation block, daily fair value. Let's come and drive out the lows. So whether we get another pullback up into around 580, we'll have to see, which will get us back into the discount side of this hourly DR. Have to see where we are at the open. If it's already closed below here, it's going to invalidate that. But absolutely beautiful if you caught the short on the high using the 3 drives model. Personally traded it long, so didn't trade the short, even though my bias is short all day. Let's have a look, Franny. Let's see what you've done, mate. Time pricing, because it's oh dear, my neck. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. I think you actually had a 5-min if. Yeah, you had a 5-min if here. This is what I was eyeing up before on that high. Which is why I didn't want to see price through that 15-minute RB using that if. But yeah, classic trade. So if you had the daily plans this morning, bosh, there you go. Traded 100 points long and you got a monster short. So happy days. So right here, you're going to be looking. Oh, we got down to 62. That was quick. So I've already so that's almost fulfilled my first objective. So lowered this BPR on the hourly. It's going to take us into 60-ish, 62, 63. So let's say 580. Oh, shiz. So step in front of a train, you're going to get wrecked. So that daily volume balance to me is the long-term draw today. So what might happen is you might get a bounce of 50% this wick, a small little pullback for continuation, but also looking for it to get down to this volume balance today. I'm anticipating an aggressive sell here today. All night long. Boom, 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 boom. If you're wondering why I'm singing to myself, I got music in my ear. I'm not completely batshit. So this candle on ES, depending on where this closes, is going to leave us. So it'd be worth keeping an eye on the low at that wick, mean threshold. So that's going to so it's going to be back at fair value on the daily for continued distribution. Depends if it gives us a pullback. I might just absolutely carve from here. Yeah. So don't try and bounce it. This is not the conditions to try and bounce, right? Yeah, so 3 drives is super simple, right? Super simple. Now, if you're going to trade the 3 drives, so if you go to your 15-second chart, 3 drives, stop goes above the high. Also combine it with the M5 SIBI, so your stop would be 3 points above that high, which should get you to 25.28. That's where your stop would have been. Yeah, it's Carver City. Hello, volume imbalance. Got to sort out my posture sitting at a desk. Neck is. There's absolutely no chance I'm bouncing this. No hope. So that's actually fulfilled my objectives for today in terms of first point of call. This has been my objective today, to get down to clear out those lows. If you've been on from this morning, on the morning stream, that was my objective. So we've actually fulfilled my daily objective. All there is left now is the extension down to this daily volume imbalance, but I don't particularly want to trade an extension. Good stuff, Wrangler. Well done, mate. What's up, mate? Nice call. Nice call on your puts. You'll probably get pressured at the open to some degree. It's a lot of range in the overnight that. This chance is going to be rank and choppy at the open. Especially as it's now fulfilled the objective, right? It's fulfilled that objective on a low for me. So the only chance is just absolutely rank in here for a while. So this is Tuesday 5th of Nov. That's the next. And then below that we've got 1, 2, 2. It's not out of the question. It's not out of the question. So let's have a look. Tuesday 5th of Nov. ES, where you at? Boom. Yeah, they're both open. Oh, she going for it. Oh, she going for it. And same on NQs all the way down at 377. Yeah, we're going to go gap fill that low. Which is that volume imbalance, which I've been talking about. Yeah, so that volume balance is my draw. There is no more a low risk buy there. Sorry, a low risk sell. There is no more opportunity for a low risk sell. It's gone. The only other opportunity if it pulls back into that wick, but we'd have to hold this low first. So getting up to mean threshold of this wick. But again, I'd want to see a fair value gap. So this would have to create a candle, right? And then we'd have a SIBI, and then we can use mean threshold of this wick behind the SIBI for continuation. So there is no high probability short here, and you, God forbid, you don't want to be bouncing this long here. All right, we're in a sell. So for me, it's if you're not in it, this is where you just got to cry to mummy that you missed the trade, right? Oh, boo-boo. You do not go FOMOing, jumping in this, going, oh, I can get in this. You don't do that. You missed it. The opportunity was the mid block on the higher. Fucking 3 drives again. Boosh. Get some. 5th of November, there she goes. So ES is going back it. Oh no. Be amazing if we get down to that volume balance before the open. Jesus. Set up potential for a New York AM session reversal. New York AM session reversal. Brutal, that, no? So we clearly have I'm taking longs for New York AM reverse once ES comes into a daily discount. Not sure I understand, but okay. New 5-minute DR. So 50% of that's going to get us back into the MWOG at the whole cycle 02. So it's going to be a break on the 1. It's going to be rank at the open. So sadly, my objectives are filled going into this open. Everything is a continuation, but I just want to be holding from the high. So anything from here isn't high risk, isn't high probability. So filled the objectives. So for me, when price fulfills an objective, right, which it has, running these lows out, which is what we've been after all morning, it's likely to go into consolidation for a bit. So yeah, you got this pullback here, which is expected, but not for me to trade. So much range today. Today and yesterday have been absolutely beautiful days if you've been trading with us. Absolute monster day yesterday. Today, beautiful day. Well, yeah, be honest there. Back to micros. So that's price breaking on the 1. If you're a continuation trader, you'd look for it to get back up into a premium on the 5, which is this current DR, which I've marked out. And I'm just going to sit still because my gut says pure and utter chop at the open. So that is... So that's back to fair value. So that would be, if you took that long, that would be where you'd want to be terminating. So that's a higher short. So you have to wait to see how price sets up at the moment. Okay, if we hold this high, we've got... There is a unicorn on this low. I'd like higher prices, however, so sorry, lower prices. So I don't particularly want to bounce that unicorn. It has left it open for price to revisit, though. These are all weak lows. So that's essentially what we were looking at, right? 50% of that wick. So right around, we're basically right around this friggin' M walk, right? It's just rank. So if you're on from this morning, this is what I said was going to happen. Like leading into Thursday, Friday this week, we're just going to go back and forth on this MWOG. Like keep this line on your chart. So back and below, above and below, back to it going into the open. ES holding below it. This is the same MWOG right here. Boom, 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 boom. So I fulfilled my objectives pre-open. Interesting. Exactly that, mate. Exactly that. There is nothing that is high probability for me at the moment. There will be another opportunity. It's just that right now that's fulfilled my objective. The only other thing is an extension of that down to the volume balance on the low. But we're just going to consolidate and chop here at the MWOG. I'm not touching this. But if it is going to go, you'd want it to go from here, which is 50% of this wick. Right back inside this daily order block. This is where you're going to need to have patience. Don't feel like you need to jump on something just because we're at the open, right? Understand context and what price is already done. It's already fulfilled an objective, right? And we've had huge range overnight. Huge range. It's all the conditions for chop back around this NWOG, right? If you're going to trade, tape read. The trades this morning as we traded, if you watched the YouTube stream this morning, that was your long. So engineered liquidity, looking to get it back up into this SIBI, up into the MIT, and then MIT short using my 3 drives, lower quad M5 SIBI, to come and drive out this RTH gap and clear out the divergence on the low. So it's fulfilled its objectives. Like the day is done. Like anything you're doing in here, you're forcing it. Jamal, I also went. I took a break, bro. Took a beastie trade this morning during London. Took a break. So for me, if price, like for me at the moment, the only low risk sell that I have left is getting all the way back up into that H1 to M5 up on the high, which is going to go right back into the high of that mid block, taking out this 3 drives. Obviously, what I don't like about that is obviously this is a 3 drives and I never trade through them. So what I'll do is I'd wait to see if price got up there to then look to frame a short above that high. I am looking for continuation. If you were still in this short, you'd hold runners to get down to this volume balance. So this is my ultimate objective today, this volume balance. Just at the moment, there is no high probability low risk sell within this. This was your low risk sell this morning. So the only thing you have is obviously the sell day profile. You know, here's your sweep pre 830. I'm saying that hasn't really. There's your sweep, which should be trading price back up into a premium for continuation. But digging your PD array out of that, it's a bit of a mess. Same DR, by the way, on the H1, still not changed. So yeah, there's nothing that I like for a short inside a hist here to frame a short off. So it's one of those where if you're not already in the short, it's like unlucky. So yeah, that would be the only thing I'd be interested in today. If your price got all the way back up there, taking out this high. That is a fill on the daily BISI. So New York AM session reversals, obviously 50% the daily DR, which is going to get you into 540. Chop. Asia high is still intact. Gonna sit still, wait for the market to tip its hand. So for those on from this morning, fulfilled its objective pre-open for me personally. So there's 50% your daily DR, right? There's your delayed S&T. Da, 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 da. Bum, 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 bum. it's on the low. Uh, 9:30 candle, 15 second. I took a long, just looking for 68. Paid myself inside the 1 minute premium. Basically 1 minute discount, 1 minute premium. Using these order blocks, propulsion block. It's continue price high. It's hyper aggressive. I'm just playing with profits from London. Just looking for 66. It's not one that I'd call out. It's not one I would. It's a discretionary trade. It's not one I would get all of you to trade. So delayed S&T on back inside this discount, propulsion block, order block. I was anticipating higher prices. There's nothing here to, like, do you know what I mean? There's nothing here to frame an entry of. So for me, just looking to fill the high of this balanced price range on the 1 minute, getting back up to the 8:30 open price. Yeah, exactly, Jamal, right there, just above it though. Is where you had your delayed S&T. Come on, stab up to 65. Just want to fill that BPR. I don't want to look for basically I don't want to look for shorts inside of a high time frame discount, right? I just don't want to do it. Block. I'm mindful that we have a H1 to M5 sat just above it. However, this is an intermediate term high when it filled this SIBI, so it doesn't necessarily need to get into that fair value gap. It's also already rebalanced a range that's in a premium, so it doesn't necessarily need to get into that. So for me, my only other opportunity for a short today, if I'm going to look to seek to drive out these lows, is inside of this RB on the 15. Small risk in case it wants to stab up into that H1 to M5. And at which point I'll be looking to essentially taking price back down to that MWOG. Just anticipating us to consolidate at this MWOG until Thursday, Friday, right? And so we have no news until Thursday, Friday, 0. So I'm just anticipating this MWOG, which is Friday's MWOG. That's a terrible line. That MWOG. Just to bounce it all week until we get to Thursday, Friday, where we're going to get some form of distribution. All right, so just anticipating us to accumulate. So what I'd like to see is us get up into this RB on the high, right into the high of this MIT, sweep out those who are short on this high, to get back down into that MWOG. So that is going to be my last point of interest. I'll be on the high. So I'm not shorting any of this. I know that that's a 3 drives on a high, but I don't like it enough to trade it short. If it goes from here, fair play. I'm not in it. I just don't like this high. So if you think about people who have gone short, right? If you're short up here, short up here, short here, you know, we need a sweep on trailed stops. Yes, you had that here, and this set up our short for the dump. But anyone here has just got their stops trailed. So I'd like to see us run that to put us back into this range today. That's what I'm going to look for. So getting back up into... Did we break on the... Sheesh, we broke on ES. That's interesting. That's interesting on ES. Interesting on ES. Yeah, there's your TS. So just this trade, this little trade for me today. Missed this move. Wanted slightly higher. I know the guys inside RP took it using my 3 drives model. Good stuff for those who took it. There's nothing of interest for me in a short here. Diddly squat, 0. De nada, zilch. It's not even an open question. Closed. So price got up into that RB. That is the only thing I'd have an interest in, which takes you up to 40. 640. So this is where you just need to develop some patience, right? Have a plan, right? Something that you're looking to execute and execute upon that, right? Don't just force something into the market or chase price early because you see it moving. Right, if this goes from here, that's absolutely fine. It's in alignment with my bias. Ultimately looking to come and get into this volume imbalance today. It's absolutely fine. But there's no model or PD array that I would frame up inside this high, personally. Yes, in terms of the principles that we talk about inside of RP, break on a 1, back up into a 5, X levels, for continuation in a sell day. So basically shorting the pops, right? If you're trading continuation. So absolutely we could distribute from here. It's just not high probability for me, which means I will sit out. Did that even get up into that lower quad on that M5 Subi? Here we go. How long's the music been on? Oh yeah. Gonna have to delete this video now. So we got to deploy patience. That's what we were talking about. Shop. If anyone wants to give me an alternate reason why they were trading here, let me know. We can hash it out. If someone wants to present an opportunity, talk to me. But there is absolutely no chance I'll go near this in terms of where we are and the context, right? So context again filtering out me wanting to trade in here, right? So the trade this morning was an opportunistic scalp to come and take out this high because it hadn't fulfilled the objective, getting up to the 8:30 open price, right? Getting back into this balanced price range on the high. But now just anticipating chop suey. Give us the RBNQ. Give us the RB. I do see that. I do see the trigger on the high, red pill. I do see it. I just don't trust it. So when it's choppy, where do we go? What are we going to look at? Netflix. Yes, sir. I started watching that Diplomat from. That is one weird. That is one weird relationship that they have. Yeah, it's different. It's definitely different. I like it. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah. The stuff he gets away with is unbelievable. Like, imagine doing that with your own missus. You'd be out on the end of the shoe. Absolutely. So if we're chopping at the open, you go to your mid-morning macros, 10:30, 10:50. Your 10:30 macro is designed to sweep lows holding the bag. So if you get to 10:30 and there's a clear objective, it gives you a target to draw for. If there's nothing clear and obvious, sit still, wait for 10:50. If it's still not obvious, avoid the session, come back at in the PM. Because if it doesn't open in the mid-morning macros, it's going to chop for the remainder of the AM, and then it'll open up in the PM. So as expected, huge range day overnight, back to 50% of the daily dealing range on a day where we have no news. Right? This is 50%. After price fulfilled its objective before the open, right, which was our objective today, right, to come and sweep out this low. So chop, all the conditions to chop. So literally 30 seconds worth of context and you know what to do, which is sit on your goddamn hands and do nothing. Getting paid to do nothing. Unbelievable, isn't it? Too strong, no. So this is why I have an interest in a short. If it goes through that, it'll be me out. That's why I have an interest. So this is this session, the New York AM session, is a session on patience. But people just want to trade. They just want to trade. They just want to press buttons. I'm telling you when not to trade, which is as important as when to trade. Knowing when not to trade is as important, or if not more important, as knowing when to trade. This is when you don't trade. It did. Bang slap of fair value on the hour, on the daily on ES. Absolute trash villy. After fulfilling its objectives on the lows, right? And I said, no, no. Debbie Miller, seriously, facts. Yes, sir. Honestly, this is more gold than 95% of the stuff you'll see today. Like, honestly, saving, you know, literally not trading, you're doing yourself a massive goal in your development. Completely predictable. Yeah, Debbie's off. She's got the suntan lotion out. What do you want, mate? You're going to get squished in there. Drinking margaritas on a beach. Amen. Should we all go? Should we all just go? Should we all just go and find Debbie? Just go join up with Debbie. We'll come back in. We'll come back in half an hour at 10:50. Should we do that instead? I'm sat here like an Eskimo in a gilet. She's probably in a, I don't know, some summer bikini or something. Trading in flip-flops and sandals. Fuming. Is it snow? No, woke up with like a little bit of, you know, there's a little bit on top of cars where you don't know whether it's frost or snow. It was one of those days, you know. But no snow yet. No snow yet. I'm looking forward to it. Christmas markets when it's snowing. Yeah, it's a bit of fun, isn't it? Is it snowing where you are? Yeah. So come on, bull flag. The old bull flag skis. Both sides of these for me are probably going to get taken. This is accumulation. You want to wait for manipulation. So yeah, if you've tuned in because you want you have anxiety at the charts and you're desperately wanting to trade the whole time, I apologize, but I trade real money, and so I'm not here just to YOLO evaluation accounts. I'm sorry, it's not me. Boom, 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 boom. Doesn't it feel good? Know when not to trade? Such a simple skill, yet overlooked. Sorry, you can hear the gardener in the background. Right, I know what time it is. You know what time it is. There's only one thing to do in a time like now, in a time of crisis. Wordle. Oh, Schnoskamba. Hunt. Oh, you. Nail. Ooh. Oh. Oh. I'm gonna kill him. Frank. It's not A, is it? Going for something that's not there. Can't be L. That makes no sense. Oh, lean. Hello, cheeky. Hey. Loan. Yes, sir. Time to shine. Get some. Silly. Oh, what am I doing? That was dumb. That was lame. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. And mail. The fuck? Meal. Get some. We're not messing around, guys. We're not messing around. This is what we do. We're just winners. Born winners test. No. God. Wand. Douche. Dial. Oh, come on! Cooking on gas. I know, time to shine. I mean, come on. Mold. Let's go with an A. No, not EA. No. Seed. Let's get some vowels out of the way. What? Seed. Yeah, those ads were so funny. Are you suffering with massive balls? Maybe you need to get to hospital. What? Do you remember the jacket one, the hiking jacket one? That was my favourite. Oh, Rambo, get some. It's like the most overrated jacket in the world, but made it sound amazing. Frank! He's doing it on purpose. Mint, no. Pint, no. Pile. I bet Debbie's having a pint. Aren't you, Debbie? Hey? No messing. Yeah. Not a word, is it, X? Oh, don't worry about it, Debbie. Snooze, you lose. I'm having a blonde moment. Someone help me out. E after an I. A-E. I thought E can't go after I. Isn't that the nursery rhyme? E can't go after I. E before I, except after what? Something. E before I, except after C. Debbie. How many letters is niece? Somebody help me. Go on, get up, get up, NQ. Fucking annihilate those shorts. People going short early, dodos. Yeah, she's on those pina coladas, right? She's hammering them. 2 for 1, 2 for Tuesday. Can you have an? You can have an E before an I, right? That's not in that. That's not in the rhyme. It's gonna be one of those lame ones, isn't it? Ida. Piss off. Ire. Ooh, lies. Great shout. Good shout, Rambo. Yeah, but it gets me in the right spot, doesn't it? It's I before E except after C. Oh, I before E. I before E except after C. All right, remember that one. View. Yeah, I was there with you. I was there with you, Franny. That's what we do. Let's get some. Boom! What's our win streak? Current streak 6. Max streak, that's a lie. It's 28. Pond. Oosh. Great start. You're right, Debbie. You still... Debbie, we won. Someone give Debbie a nudge. Wake her up. She's fallen asleep and is dreaming words. Vale. Vane. Wing. It's alright, Debbie. You go back to sleep. You go back to sleep there, Debbie. It's all good. Don't you worry about it. You snooze off there. Ah, boo boo. Oh no. Zone. Turtle suit mechanical entry zone. Yes, sir. Fucking Wordle knows what's up. Bosh. That's going straight in. Get some. Hode. You know what I mean. Hole. Home. That's a great... No, you can't have an E, bro. And I ain't wasting shizness. We're on a roll. Hope, though. No, it can't be an E. Hoop. Double O. P. He's going in for it. Ooh. H-O. Oh, that's a Franny. Big fan of that. That was a great shout. That was a great shout. Took it left pieced. Time. We're nailing it early on these on the early letters. Meal. Oh, come on. Come on. I just can't miss today. Beautiful. Kill them all. Run them all. Die. New game. Oh, God. 1 second. Let me just deal with this zig-zig. Ziggy-zig-ah. See you later. Get out of here, you douche. I swear, the amount of people who are desperate to spam a channel is just unreal. I mean, you've not got a better life. Right, where were we? Okay. Let's go in with a Debbie. Let's go in with the Veil. Oh. Lask. No. Lasp. No. Lark. was going to go lack. Last. Rambo. You're going to drag us over the line here, bro. I'm impressed with this shit. This is beast mode. Let's pick a different letter. Dean. Joel. That is such a pick. You're so good. They're so good at this game that they've got you in there. Foal. That was an absolute savage pick. That was unbelievable. I might as well quit while we're ahead. What are we on? 11. Boosh. Bile. Poke. Ka. Boko. Poke. Sorry. Cook. Took. Ah, these are the ones that screw you. Hook. Boom. Right, we're coming into Gamesville. Let me just tuck this away from it. Yeah, I'm not gonna trade it short. I don't like it enough to trade it short. If we can get up to 40, I'll have an interest, which is inside that RB. Just want to see us clear out this higher. Just fuck over everyone who's gone short early. But yeah, you're right. It is a 3 drives. It's just the stop's too wide for me. Yeah, exactly. Franny, it could be 100%. So if you're talking about schematics, right? So it's clearly a New York aim session reversal, right? What's still intact up on the high? You've still got the Asia high in play, right? So yeah, absolutely, this high is still open for price to come and drive out for sure. However, if it is going to go short today, anticipating chop, it's going to have to hold this RB or this M5 Sibi, sorry. Yeah, exactly that. I don't. That's why. Yeah, exactly. I'm with you. I know what you mean. Do we have any other news today on the horizon? Nothing, right? That is it. Validation, complete and utter validation of not wanting to trade through that. 2 secs, guys. Just need the toilet. Awful timing, I know. What time are we? 10:30. So you've got your RB. All right, now it's so make sure you pay yourself. So you want to ask yourself, where's the 5? Did we break the 5 there? Yeah, we broke the 5. So just break the 1. Still not broken the 1 here. So that'd be your inverted if you trade that trash. So for me, I'm looking to come and basically get it back down to the MWOG, just holding runners. Paid myself already, so I just got runners now. I know I paid myself early, but I don't like where we are. This is right back into the mitigation block, right? So if we are going to go short, this way we're looking to go shorts, right? So just looking to get it all the way back down to the MWOG. Did we just gap fill? Yeah, it's gap fill. There's ES gap fill there, no one checked. Not quite. ES is lagging hard, isn't it? So there's your DST on the high. What time is it here? 10:44. Coming into a 10:50 macro here. Don't mind my singing, guys. M15, let's double check. Yes, sir. New 15 on 5. Did that come back to that after it closed above? When did that close above? That closed on the 10:30 candle. Yeah. This sketch. Did that go down for a while? Yeah. Alright, this is our 1050 macro right here. Not really what I wanted to see on that high. Do we have a wire that don't? Yeah, I don't like how ES is putting a higher high there. goes through this M5 Civic, it's going to be it for me. She'd be hungry for the Asia high. I've just had absolutely no reason yet to so there's your high. You wouldn't want to see price above that high now. So it's another. There's another. It's interesting. If it daily goes and takes out if it goes and takes out the high, it's going to be a bullish engulfing on the daily. I'm surprised that it does that on a day with no news. So what I'm conscious of here is this M5 SIBI that we've now broken through, acting as support for higher prices. So you can see here, just built a base inside of that M5 BISI for higher prices. The reaction I wanted was for it to wick into this and distribute, which we've clearly not had. And so I'm just scaling out my positions here, just reducing risk. Don't like the delivery at all. I want to see us get down into that at a bare minimum, but it's already done that here. You see how it's just dipped back into this fair value gap. So this old BISI is now acting as support, which is technically a unicorn, an hexacorn for higher prices, albeit that's a doji, which I don't love. If I was looking to take price higher, technically speaking, you've got an hexacorn here for higher prices. So if it takes out that high, it's going to take out my runners here, and then I'll wrap it up. Because it's going to go for the Asia high. If it goes through that M5, it's going for the Asia high. It's not going to pull back. 11 a.m. is such a it's such a poo time. It's like my least favorite time in the day, 11 o'clock. Yeah, I took my runners out there, guys. So that's just going to be me for today. So price real nice on the low, filling a subjective pre-open, anticipating high prices, not wanting to engage with this. Took a little scalp here for 40 odd points or so. Didn't want to hold runners in case we've just continued outside of a premium on the 5 on a classic sell day, right? But ultimately gone and driven out this high as anticipated. Wanted to short the high of the mitigation block into this rejection block on the 15, allowing price to go up into this M5 SIBI that we're currently in. That just wicked up and mitigated. But if we break out this M5 SIBI, it's going up for the Asia high. Fair play. So my next POI is going to be mean threshold of this H1 SIBI. So now it's gone through that, I'd be looking at the Asia high to go. So up here would be my next POI. So 749, which is going to get you into... Which is going to get you into the daily upper quad hourly SIBI CE. Bum 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 bum. What's that gone up for now? What a scabby little wick. What do we have it there? So look. Super scabby delivery. It's walking into an LCR here though, 11:30. Yeah, there's no interest for me here, guys. Just gonna call it quits. I don't want to get in. Got ES putting in new highs again. So if I was to look again, it'd be up at mean threshold on this daily on this SIBI. So hourly upper quad. Again, just waiting to see where you are. Whether it's 2 p.m. or 1:30, that's where my point of interest would be. But just don't like the delivery. Keeps wicking this M15. I don't want to trade it. It's sloppy delivery, super sloppy delivery. So yeah, that's going to be it for me today. Took my runners out. Haven't been able to find a new entry to get in that I want to get in on. And so if it dumps from here, it'll dump without me. It's shaking me out on the wickos. On this M5 wick. But the fact that we've got the Asia highs, which are still intact, right? And we've got in a New York AM session reversal, and we've gone through this RB and this M5 SIBI, which are two of my models. Yes, we're inside this inverted fair value gap on the hourly. But for me, it's more likely we're going to go and drive out this high now, this Asia high, right? Which would conclude your Judas, not your Judas, your New York AM session reversal, right? So yeah, I'll be looking for us to get all the way back up here for me to have an interest again, all the way back up inside an hourly premium if I was to trade again. Alright, so that's going to be it for me today. Going to wrap it up here. Just one little trade during AM. Didn't call it out, but the principles I spoke about. Propulsion blocks, looking for high prices to get up to essentially where we've got to. And then obviously our trades this morning. So London long, London short, fulfilling our objectives on the low. All right, guys, so that's going to be it for me. If you want to have a look at another POY today, it would be mean threshold of this hourly SIBI. All right, so take it easy, guys. Have good ones, and I'll catch you soon. Abosh.